Thank you for joining us on the news update on Enyimba TV. My name is Esther Chima. Tension is mounting in Abia State ahead of the November 2 local government election, following the arrest of the Deputy National Chairman of the Labour Party, C.K. Igara. The incident occurred when heavily armed policemen stormed a hotel in Aba, where the Labour Party members were holding a meeting. The former Labour Party chairman in Abia State was whisked away, sparking outrage and concern among party supporters. This has fueled speculations and increased anxiety, as many suspect the move could be connected to the leadership crisis in the party, aimed at intimidating the Abure-led National Working Committee of Labour Party. Abia State Police Command says the Labour Party's National Vice Chairman for the Southeast, C.K. Igara, was invited following a petition from the factional party's acting state chairman, Emmanuel Oti, accusing him of impersonation. This is according to a statement sent to journalists by the command's Police Public Relations Officer, ASP Maureen Chinaka. She said that Igara was invited by the command, along with 3 others, for alleged conduct likely to cause a breach of peace, impersonation, and obtaining by false pretense. The statement further revealed that Igara was invited for questioning by detectives from the command and was released the same day after his statement was taken. She added that investigation remains ongoing. A 2-story building under construction in Amanwo, Hokebe, Ndume, Umuahia North Local Government Area of Abia State has collapsed. The building, which had just been roofed and had no worker inside the house when it caved in. The cause of the building collapse has not been established officially, but some residents of Amango, Hokobe, and Dume, who spoke to our correspondent Kingsley Chibwike after the incident, blamed it on substandard materials allegedly used by the site engineer, while others blamed it on poor supervision of works. The residents disclosed that workers were to start on the interior parts of the house immediately after roofing, but unfortunately, it was postponed to a new date. It will be recalled that a 3-story building still under construction collapsed in June in Obingo, Okwa West Local Government Area of Abia State, killing 5 site workers. Nibo community in Oka South Local Government Area of Anambra State buoyed on Sunday as an unknown number of persons were shot and feared killed by gunmen at Oye, Mochichi Market, near the community-owned maternity. The brutal attack by masked gunmen claimed numerous lives during the Onwasa Festival, a traditional community celebration. According to eyewitnesses, the hoodlums came in a brown-colored Lexus 300 Jeep and immediately opened fire on the people. Although the total number of persons gunned down was yet to be ascertained, community members said no fewer than 10 corpses have been recovered so far. A police spokesman in the state, Tochukwu Ikenga, confirmed the attack and disclosed that it was a court-related clash between rival groups. Demonstrators marking the 4th anniversary of the EndSARS protest, police brutality, and extrajudicial killings at the Lekki toll gate have accused the police of brutalizing them during the memorial procession. A handful of protesters had gathered at the Lekki toll gate, a spot now synonymous with anti-government rallies in Lagos State, to honor the memories of those who lost their lives during the October 2020 rallies, but met stiff resistance from the police. However, the Lagos State Police Command said the protesters did not write to seek police clearance and permission before embarking on the rally. The State Police Commissioner Olariwaju Ishola told Enyimba TV that the police authorities were not unmindful of citizens' constitutional rights, but stressed that while exercising their rights, they must prioritize the laws of the land over other considerations. Lagos State Police Command says it has released all demonstrators who were arrested in the early hours of Sunday during EndSARS commemoration at Lekki toll gate. The command spokesperson Benjamin Hunday confirmed this via a post on his X handle, stating that Lagos State Commissioner of Police CP Olariwaju Ishola personally oversaw the process. A human rights lawyer, Inihebe Effiong, also confirmed the release of all those arrested at the Lekki toll gate by the police. Effiong also confirmed that all the items seized from the demonstrators were returned to them. The demonstrators were arrested as they gathered to mark the 4th anniversary of the October 20, 2020 Lekki toll gate shooting, where peaceful protesters were killed during the EndSARS demonstrations against police brutality. Transmission Company of Nigeria TCN is promising a backup or buffer system to ensure that Nigerians won't be thrown into blackout whenever the national grid collapses. TCN Managing Director Sule Abdulaziz stated this in a monitored television program. He blamed aged infrastructure as old as 50 years for the frequent grid collapses in the country. The TCN boss also said despite the electricity tariff hike, power in Nigeria has remained cheaper than what is obtainable in neighboring Chad, Mali, Burkina Faso, and other African countries. He also disclosed that Nigeria supplies 24-hour electricity to neighboring countries like Togo and Benin amid ongoing discussions in the country. United Kingdom has deported 44 Nigerians and Ghanaian asylum seekers. The number is the highest ever in a single flight. The move comes barely 48 hours after Keir Starmer, UK Prime Minister, agreed a deal to deport migrants arriving in the Chagos Islands in small boats to St. Helena, a British island territory more than 5,000 miles away in the Atlantic Ocean. The Home Office said the deportations were part of a major surge in immigration enforcement and returns. In August, Nigeria reportedly signed a deportation agreement with the UK, which would see the arrival of illegal immigrants in the country. The partnership came in effect after an asylum deal with Rwanda turned sour. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar and the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory Nyesom Wike over the weekend exchanged words over the political crisis in Rivers State and the prevailing hardship in the country. Atiku had in a recent post in his X handle commended the people of Rivers State for their steadfastness in the face of adversity and ensuring that the recent local government election was peaceful. Reacting to Atiku's statement during a luncheon in honor of the 10th Rivers State Assembly, Wike said the former VP has been rejected by Nigerians, having contested and lost the 2019 and 2023 presidential elections. However, in a swift reply, Atiku said he wouldn't be distracted by Wike's theatrics, whom he claimed was using the current hardship in the country to play politics at the expense of the masses. You're still watching Enyimba TV News. After the short break, the news continues in addition to business and sports update. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back and thanks for staying tuned. Now the rest of the story. And now to the business scene. If no swift and deliberate actions are taken, Nigerians might no longer enjoy their traditional vegetable soup or ha. The major ingredient for the soup, Petrocapus malbredi, better known by its Igbo name oha or oralif, is on the verge of extinction. Also known as Madobiya in Hausa and Urube in Edo, oha tree is marked endangered in a report titled Securing Indigenous Plants in Nigeria. The International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources describes endangered species as species that possesses a very high risk of extinction because of rapid population declines of 50% to more than 70% over the previous 10 years or 3 generations. The oha tree, from which young tender leaves are cut to make the oha soup, has suffered from unregulated tree felling taking place across many parts of the country by unauthorized loggers. The current wild population of the plant, which is also harvested as timber, is unknown. And now sports. Head coach Justin Madugu has invited Captain Rashidat Ajibade, goalkeeper Chiamaka Nnadozie, and 23 other players for the 2 international friendly matches planned for 9-time African champions Super Falcons against their Algeria counterparts in Lagos at the end of this month. The matches are billed for the picturesque Mobolaji Johnson Arena, Lagos Island on Saturday, 26th October and Tuesday, 29th October respectively. It is the first time that the Falcons are playing international friendly matches on home soil since the Aisha Buhari Invitational Tournament, which was held at the same venue 3 years ago. Before then, they hosted the Indomitable Lionesses of Cameroon at the NFF and FIFA Goal Project Abuja in 2014. It will be the first regrouping of the Super Falcons since the Women's Olympic Football Tournament in France in the summer and following the departure of American striker Randy Waldron. Security agencies in Abia State have increased their presence across major city centers and suburban areas ahead of the two-day sit-at-home order issued by the Indigenous People of Biafra IPOB in the southeast. As a precautionary measure, the Abia State Command of the Nigerian Police Force (NPF) conducted a confidence patrol exercise involving various units of the police force within the commercial city of Aba. Sources within the Aba Area Command of the Nigerian Police Force disclosed that an exercise was conducted along major roads and identified trouble spots. The police made it clear that they would respond to such threats with firmness. Reports from our correspondents who monitored situations in Aba indicate deserted streets and a widespread closure of shops as residents opt for caution, staying indoors to preserve their safety amidst prevailing tensions in day one of this order. Meanwhile, a yet-to-be-identified pregnant woman was injured today while attempting to flee from security forces deployed around the Anglican Church in Umojima village, Aba. Eyewitnesses report that the woman, among others, was running for safety as security personnel patrolled the area to prevent sit-at-home enforcers from disrupting activities. During the chaos, the pregnant woman fell and began writhing in pain. Security officers quickly intervened, rushing to her aid and volunteering to transport her to a nearby hospital. The extent of the woman's injuries remain unclear at the time of filing this report. Local residents have expressed concern over the incident, calling for increased caution and protection of civilians during security operations, while applauding the officers for their assistance. And that's our package of the news for now. Please join us for more updates in our subsequent bulletins. Meanwhile, don't forget to subscribe to this channel on YouTube. Click on the notification bell to receive alerts when new videos are uploaded. On behalf of the production crew, my name is Esther Chema. Thank you so much for watching.